Club on 947.
Monday to Friday,
Listen every morning.
6 to 9 a.m.
Light up the night.
Night Pulse,
With Bolele and Msizi on 947.
Monday to Thursday, 7 till 10.
Can you imagine a situation where you're driving on a road, it's a Monday, it's an afternoon, so it's not too busy, and you're making your way home. You're having a good day. You're having a good day. No one's bothered you today. Nothing's gone wrong. And then you get to a set of lights and everyone is hooting at you. Then you think, oh, maybe I just took off too late. And then you get to the circles closest to your house and everyone's still hooting at you.
Okay, why?
And you're like, hey, are they just greeting me? Do they recognize me in my car?
Are you recognizing that I'm a Masizi James?
Only for one person to stop, roll down their window, and scream at your face and go, hey, turn or don't turn, and then a bunch of swear words.
Why did you not indicate?
No, the problem is that I was.
Oh, but you were not turning.
I didn't realize the indicator was on. So I'm driving my wife's car, and the indicator doesn't make noise really. It's on. It's on. So I drove from Santon back home
With your indicator on.
the whole time.
No, MC.
Cars were slowing down behind
No,
me.
you would frustrate me also. I'd also just be like, hey, move.
Cars were slowing down behind me because they thought I was going to indicate. Meanwhile, we're all going straight, Baba. We're all going straight. So now they catch up to me and they hoot, and I'm like waving at everyone, very happy. Hi.
Yes, it's me, Masizi.
Hey, yeah, thank you. Listen later, eh? 7 to 10 p.m., 947.
Oh my gosh.
And then I realized, oh no, it's because I'm doing a bad thing.
Oh my gosh, your indicator has been on for so long.
Yeah, 20 minutes from here all the way to home. It's crazy. But that was probably the first time in a very long time that I've experienced road rage. I haven't seen that in a very long time. I thought people after COVID were a bit calmer. I thought the roads were a bit calmer. The vibes there were just a bit
If
more.
anything, people have more rage now. It's just like, no,
Really?
man. Like, there's no need for you to be upset because I moved a minute later than what you expected from the traffic lights. No, man.
What is the worst case of road rage that you've ever experienced?
Well, I always just try to avoid road rage at all costs because I know myself. Like, I'm just not trying to get into trouble. So I think the most I've had is just me. I'll say things to you, but in my car with my windows up, you'll never hear it. Or maybe I'll just like throw my hands at you and just be like, "Hey, leave me alone."
Yeah.
But I've had a moment where after throwing my hands, just telling the guy to just leave me alone, then he drives in front of me on the highway.
Woo!
And he's braking and moving,
brake
braking
checking
and
you.
exactly. And it's just like, oh my gosh, stop this! You're gonna cause an accident. And that's the most I've had. Like
That's
I've never
crazy.
really had like an insane incident, but that for me, I felt like, are you mad?
That's crazy.
Like you must
on
be
the
crazy.
highway.
Yeah,
No, man, that's dangerous.
it is very dangerous.
I've had a few. I'll tell you about one later on, which to this day is so bizarre to me that this lady would do this. So I'll tell you about that. But what about you? Road rage? Experienced it? I'm not saying giving it. I'm saying receiving it. When somebody on the road is angry with you. I'm the worst type of person to be angry at the road.
Why?
Because I
You
just laugh.
laugh,
I'll
yeah.
smile at your face.
Yeah.
Why are you losing your mind saying all the F words and my mother this?
I'll either laugh or I'll turn my music up loud and I'll start jamming in my car, and that will annoy
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
That will really annoy you.
Or you roll down your window and you scream at me and I say, Jesus loves you. This I know. Because the Bible told me so. 066-381-8609. The worst case of road rage you've ever experienced. We want to hear all about it. Hopefully you're okay.
Night Pulse,
With Bolele and Msizi on 947.
making the night the best part of your day.
Talk about risk. We're talking road rage at the moment. Ever experienced it? What's the worst incident of road rage that you've ever had? Somebody who's in the car driving at the moment and has experienced it is D. D, how you doing?
I'm well, thanks. Dude, how are you?
We are so well. So tell us about your road rage experience.
The most hectic one I had was when a taxi wanted me to let them in, and I wouldn't because they were literally doing something illegal, and I was like, no, enough. And they stopped their taxi in front of me, like in a T shape, right in front of me, so I couldn't move. And the guy got out and he was banging on my doors, banging on my windows, banging on the car, like shouting at me, swearing at me, walking all around the car, yanking the doors, trying to get in the car. I was like very nervous. I'm not going to lie.
Where did this happen, Dee?
This happened in Johannesburg. There's a road called Jan Smuts Avenue.
Yeah.
And I was right near the Dunkel shopping centre.
Oh.
So how did he eventually stop? Did people stop him?
Well,
did he just, stop himself?
So people were just ignoring us, like as if it was happening, which was weird because the traffic had come to a stop. But I have, and I don't sound like a spoiled brat, but I have shatterproof glass on my windows, and I have obviously got the security things and folded my arms, and I was like, seriously, fine.
Okay.
You do you, boo. And I just waited for him. He was very annoyed. Just waited for him to get tired of it, and eventually he just gave up and left.
Well, you did the right thing playing it like that.
Yeah.
Playing it like and not escalating the situation, Dee. I'm glad you're okay. Hope you never go through that again.
Thanks, dude.
Cheers, Dee. Bye. Can I say something crazy? Because I know most people, this is how they feel, like Dee's situation. I think there's one group of people I don't care for when it comes to road rage. It's taxi drivers.
Taxi drivers.
I can't take them seriously. I can't.
No, but taxi drivers are extreme, bruh.
No.
They are so extreme, and it's just like, whatever you think is right, it's right.
No. I have no time.
Just do it.
I have no time. I've once banged a taxi guy's window, like almost took it off because of the similar situation where he tried to cut me off.
Oh my God.
And I was the one who hit his, with my hand, obviously not with the car, his window. You know what it is? I come from a taxi family back home in Durban.
Okay.
And I just have very little time for nonsense.
Yeah, so for you, I mean, like, you've got the experience of dealing with them. For me, I'm just like, yeah, no, dude, you're right, hey. You're right. Like, I'm not trying to deal with an angry taxi driver on the road. No.
Maybe Uber drivers, but taxi drivers, you can forget me, brother. No, I'm not. No, and I'm not saying that in like a disrespectful way. I have respect. I was taking taxis till I was 21 years old.
Yeah,
I was in a taxi every day of my life, and there's no way, bro. There's absolutely no way. Keep them coming. 066-381-8609. What is your worst road rage experience? We want to hear all about it.
Have your say on the Night Pulse. WhatsApp 066 381 8609.
In the meantime, we still continue our conversation about road rage. Ever been in a situation where somebody on the road is losing their mind with you? How did you react? Neri, how you doing?
Hi, Zizi, how are you?
We're so good. So what is your story?
So, I was driving home. There's this M1, right?
Yes.
I'm driving towards Soweto. So when you're approaching Parktown, the speed limit reduces to 80 kilometers per hour. But it's rush hour and everyone is trying to speed home. But there's this bus right in front of me. I overtake the bus, and as soon as I took him, I realized that there's a speed camera. So I started slowing down, and now he overtakes me again. And I overtake him because I don't like driving behind a bus. It's big, and it's so uncomfortable.
It's
so I
scary.
overtake him again. So now we're just overtaking each other to a point where he almost squeezed in when there was no space, so he almost bumped into me. And now there's this commotion of horns, and we stopped. And then I maybe might have insulted him, and he insulted me back. But I got so scared, and I just drove off.
Oh, a bus also.
A bus, yeah.
Oh, a bus.
A bus.
But I understand when you say you don't like driving in front of buses because
Behind the buses.
behind buses, because buses are like scary. And of late, bus drivers are just driving like they're driving small cars.
Also,
Driving like taxi drivers now.
also my question is, in what world is a bus taking over a car? Like, in what world? It's like when you drive on the N3 or whatever and trucks are overtaking you. Why are you doing that, my brother? Don't do that.
Now
Don't do that.
imagine it doing it 3 times in a row.
Hi, man.
You're-
That bus driver hates you. It was against you.
Yeah,
he wasn't in
trying
a
to
rush.
frustrate you, please.
He was not in a rush, that one. He just hates you in particular, Neri.
It was not my day.
All right, you want to send a shout out to your mom out here?
I want to send a shout out to my mom, Malva King. She's in Soweto, Protect Line. I love you, Mom. I'm on radio.
Okay, but is she listening? Is she listening at the moment?
She is. She always listens to your show.
Okay, I was going to say, that's a bit of a wasted shout out if she's not listening. Shout out to your mom out in Soweto. Thank you so much for the call and have a great night.